That was the CEO of the company that makes Claude, one of the best AI LLM on the planet, saying that your job is done within next 6 months to 1 year. And he's not the only one.
Sam Altman, Arvind Krishna, Elon Musk are saying the same thing.
But I will prove in this video with real data, real incidents that these companies, these CEOs are fooling you. So stay tuned till the end. Let's start with the numbers because AI companies love showing you benchmarks. It's their favorite marketing tricks. They'll show you this: the SWE benchmark verified, the gold standard of coding benchmark, in which Claude scoring over 82%, Gemini over 76, and GPT over 75%. Looks terrifying, right? It's like AI is as good as real engineers. Except there's one tiny problem. In February 2026, OpenAI published a statement saying that SWE-bench verified benchmarks are increasingly contaminated, meaning they are no longer reliable for measuring frontier coding capabilities of these models. Let that sink in. The company that builds GPT is telling you don't trust these benchmarks because 59% of the problems in the benchmark have flawed test cases. And on top of that, the models literally trained on these answers. That's like giving someone's answer sheet before exam and bragging about their score. So what happens when you use a real benchmark? Here comes SWE Bench Pro. On private proprietary code bases, the kind that your actual company has, the best AI model has scored less than 18%. That means they could solve only 1 out of 5 tasks. Not 82, not 76, just 17.8%. So the next time when someone shows you a benchmark to prove that AI is replacing you, ask them which benchmark. But okay, benchmarks are benchmarks. Let's talk about what happens when you actually let AI write real code in production with real users. And these are the disaster. In July 2025, AI actually deleted the code base of the real company. And when confronted, what's more terrifying is that it tried to hide it. It generated fake cases, fake data, and told that it panicked. That's terrifying, right? 1200 records gone, months of work gone. So if AI can delete your databases and try to hide it from you, how much are you willing to trust it with your infrastructure? And this is not an isolated incident. A recent study found that AI-generated pull requests have 1.7 times of bugs, more than 1.75 times logic errors, and 1.5 times more security vulnerabilities. Let me put it differently. AI can write code very fast, but at the same time, it pushes the errors with the same speed. So, is that really replacing engineers? So now let's go to the core question. If I can write code, even buggy code, then which engineering jobs are really safe? The answer is very specific because the jobs AI can't take are the ones that are never about writing code in the first place. System architects and staff plus engineers. Architecture is about trade-offs, and AI is fundamentally incapable of making trade-offs. Ask any AI to design a payment system. You'll get a textbook answer. Microservices, message queues, retry logic looks great on whiteboard. But now ask it, do you use eventual consistency or strong consistency? Given your compliance requirements, your team's skill level, and your 3-month launch deadline, will AI be able to make a decision here? No. It has no idea because architecture isn't about knowing patterns. It's about knowing which pattern to sacrifice when everything can't work at once. Security engineers. Security is adversarial by nature. You're not solving a puzzle with a known answer. You're fighting a human who's actually trying to beat you. And here's the irony. Remember that stat? AI-generated code has 1.57 times more security vulnerabilities. So the more AI code you ship, the more security engineers you're going to hire or you're going to need. Not fewer. AI literally creates the demand for its own oversight. Cloud and platform engineers. Have you ever debugged a cascading failure across 200 microservices during a production outage at 2 a.m.? With I have. Distributed systems have emergent behavior. The system does not things that no individual components was programmed to do. Race condition, deadlocks, cascading timeouts. There is no training data for your specific production topology. AI can't manage what it can't predict. And this brings us to the elephant in the room, multi-agent orchestration. Systems like the Model Context Protocol, where AI agents spin up other AI agents to do research, execute code, and deploy. People think this is the final nail in the coffin for staff engineers. It's actually the quite opposite. When you have swarm of autonomous agents that can execute code thousands of times per second, the blast radius of a bad decision is catastrophic. An orchestrator agent doesn't understand that the VP of engineering gets off guard. It doesn't know that your team is understaffed. It doesn't know the business requirement and that we should not introduce a heavy dependency on the system right now. Multi-agent systems strip away the technical friction, but they violently expose the human friction. The staff engineer of the future, I think, are going to be the agent orchestrator. They will handle all those multi-agents along with the system architecture. That's what my personal opinion is. First of all, I'm not an anti-AI. I love AI. I use it every single day. And it makes me better, it makes me faster and productive. And I focus my time on the hard problems because AI can do my boring work. So here's my advice. Don't panic, but don't be complacent either. Level up. Learn distributed systems. Learn cloud architecture. Learn security. Learn how to make the trade-offs that AI literally cannot make. Because the engineers who master these skills and learn to leverage AI as a tool, they are not getting replaced. They are becoming the most valuable engineers in the market. I'm Rahul, and this is Engineers Law. And for more such videos, subscribe to my channel. I'll be deep diving in many topics. See you in the next video.